I'm very pleased to be joined now by the captain of the St. John Sea Dogs, forward Spencer Smallman. Smalley, you got to be pretty proud of this group after a 3-round playoff and a terrific regular season. Give me your thoughts on the way 2015-16 went.
Great. Proud's an understatement. I think all the guys gave it their all, and they left it on the line, through injuries, sicknesses, and, suspensions. Proud of the guys every night for bringing their best effort and never quitting.
Very hard-nosed playoff run, wasn't it? First time for you getting past the first round, and it went pretty well getting into round 3.
Absolutely. With such a great group of guys, we're close. Makes it easier. You do things for your teammates that you like, and you like all your teammates so much that you just do anything for them to win.
What stood out to you this year? What made this group as good and as enjoyable to watch as it was?
Lots of things. I think our talent would be one thing, and just how everyone gelled so good. I think we're just such a tight group that just loved each other and would do anything for each other.
So when you look at this season, how would you characterize it? How did it go for you, and how do you feel like the team performed?
Personally, I thought I was a little inconsistent, but that's all right. It's just more motivation for the future. But the team, we kind of the same thing. A slow start, not super slow, but not the start we quite wanted and what we're looking for. We knew we had more, after the Christmas break, and with the acquisition of Matt Murphy, a veteran defenseman, 5 years in the queue. His resume speaks for himself. Bringing that type of guy in and that type of winner, and in a position where we needed some help. He was a huge addition, and everyone kind of rallied behind that, and the commitment from Daryl by giving some draft picks up for him. So we realized that we were making a run, and I think it motivated everybody.
How important was this run to this group? You've got a core group here that will be back next year as well, and expected to perform at a similar level for sure. So how important was it for you guys to get this far into the postseason, ahead of next year?
Huge. We know what it takes to win now, and we know how big the price is and how hard it is and to win, but we also know how good it feels. So all the sacrifices are worth it, in my opinion. So we just know what it takes, and we'll take that into to our future.
You mentioned yourself a moment ago, 19 goals, 47 points for you in your 4th season in the queue. Give me a quick thought on your own play. You mentioned you thought you were a little inconsistent.
Yeah, inconsistency was an issue. I had a leg injury at the end of last season. It put me in a cast for maybe 6 to 8 weeks in the summer. So I'm excited to get full summer training in and work on my leg strength to improve my skating. And I think when my skating goes up, I play better. I get in the zone, and my confidence goes up, and I think it just helps my overall game if I'm skating.
Certainly a different season for you. You spent some time on the point on the power play. You played a lot of right wing, but then in the second half you played a lot of left wing. So you took some draws when the team was shorthanded. It was a diverse season for you for sure.
Yeah, I think that's part of getting older. Being 19. When I first came in at 16, I don't think I'd be able to handle the role that I've been given, and in so many different positions and opportunities. But you learn and you take one by one, and this year they all added up, and I was fortunate that I was trusted on the team in key situations.
Brought up a key point there that I hadn't hit on yet, was the fact that it's 4 years in the books for you now. Does it feel like you've had 4 years of a Sea Dog career?
No, don't blink. It'll fly by. It's crazy. 20s were saying the same thing. Their 5 years were the best 5 years of their life, and it flew by. And same for me. I love St. John. I love the city, and I like to be here. Everyone from the medical training staff, coaches, feel comfortable here, and just happy to be here.
I know the ink's really not dry on this season yet, but how much excitement is there for you looking ahead to next year, looking ahead to all the guys that are going to be back that'll be bigger, stronger, faster, and that will lead this team.
Absolutely. Like you said before, we have a core group of guys. Our motto at the start of the year was hungry dog hunt best. I think, now that we got that taste of winning, I think that this group of guys will be even hungrier to win.
And take a look at your off season. The off season has just begun. So you mentioned working on leg strength. What are some of the other things that you want to try and do to get yourself ready for next year?
I think I'm gonna, like I said, work on my leg strength. I think explosiveness is another thing for me. I want to shoot some more pucks this year. I thought my shot could be a lot better than it is right now. And when I get opportunities to score, I've got to make the most of them. So I want to work on my shot, and also I plan to take a few boxing classes just to kind of touch up in that area, just to have that to defend myself and my teammates. I mean, obviously not a lot. I mean, I'm not too tough, but it's good. It's good training. It's not just boxing. It's a whole other workout. So I plan to do that too.
And during the off season, like you're obviously going to take a little bit of a break first before you get into all that. But how important is it to kind of step away before you get back to the grind and come back again?
It's huge. I learned the hard way last season after I'd broken my leg, and I tried to push through it right after the season and train, and I thought it would get better eventually. But it just got worse, and it set me back. Not just the time that I was in the cast, but the rehab and the time before the cast where I was trying to push through. So this year I'm going to be really careful and take my time and make sure I'm healthy before I start working out again. And yeah.
And an exciting offseason for you as well, knowing that you're part of the Carolina Hurricanes organization. What does that mean to you going forward? Does that change your approach to anything this year?
No, absolutely not. I just want to win. I've been here for 4 years, and it's great to get a taste of winning. And I want to be here in the future, and I want to do wins. And I think Windsor just announced that they're hosting the Memorial Cup next year in the end of May. So I'm not going to book anything around that date. I hope to be playing there next year.
Smalley, congratulations on a great year. Thanks for this, and have a great summer.
Thanks, Tim. You too.